Good afternoon. Thank you so much for coming. We really appreciate that you could be here with us. I'm just going to give a quick, brief overview of what Tres Rios and Hacienda Tres Rios is. First of all, we're located just about 30 minutes south of Cancun, 10 minutes north of Playa del Carmen and the Riviera Maya. Everything at Tres Rios has been developed, planned, constructed, and now operated according to our environmental mission. Tres Rios is all about nature. We have again those rivers, but of course jungle, mangrove forests, orchids, and cenotes. If you don't know what a cenote is, you need to come and visit us and jump in one. They're freshwater pools of fresh, cold water, which in the humid, hot weather of Cancun and the Riviera Maya, it's delicious in the summer. Tres Rios is also all about culture. We're in the heart of the Mayan Riviera, the heart of the Mayan culture, not only the ancient culture, but today's present Maya communities. It's also all about experience. It's about unique experiences that you're not going to find anywhere else. And I'd like to introduce Orlando Arroyo, CEO, so he can talk about how we built this in the right, sustainable manner. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My English is not as good as my daughter's, but I'm going to make an effort to communicate the main points in how we believe a green hotel should be built. The concept that most of us have in the time is that green should be in a small hut of palapa with no air conditioning, and if you get bitten by mosquitoes and there is no running water, much better. Well, let me introduce you to something that is a high-end, a very luxury hotel, and it's also in accordance with all the regulations and with all the policies of an ecological site. What we have done in Tres Rios and the main guidelines for this architectural project, and this is a little bit difficult, so I'm going to use like probably a minute on this, is to develop, apply, and promote sustainable luxury tourism practices in all of the development components from the initial design phases to the construction and operational stages. What it really means is that we have to plan how to develop this hotel since the very beginning. We have to develop and design each one of the phases of the hotel in accordance with the regulations, in accordance with all the green policies that that makes this project sustainable from the environmental point of view. First of all, and this project started probably 4 years ago. We went in deep into a stage that's called the characterization and diagnostic of the land. We went, and in each one of the ecosystems, we did a survey, how many individuals as far as flora and fauna we had, how they interact, and we have to count them and understand exactly how they work. It took to us like 2 years, and I'm sorry to mention the figure, but I have to give you an idea of the effort. We spent more than $3 million in this, in the whole environmental process. And I can very humbly tell you that I used to be just a regular developer that did what everybody else, just get the caterpillar and build a building. And now I can tell you it was like a nirvana, like a transformation from where we were to where we are as far as environmental. And I can strongly advise you to do the same because it's worth it. It's a much better business, and I'm going to show to you that. Something that we still have is the environmental management system that is run by our green team. When we start the planning part, we invite one of the biologists to collect his opinion on what we were doing. And suddenly, this biologist, then we need an environmental specialist, and then we need a flora person, and then a fauna. And at the end, we had more environmental people and biologists in our team than engineers and architects. And I can tell you today, we still have as many as architects and engineers. The green team, what's the responsibility of the green team? And I invite you to think about it, because if you are really into building a green hotel or go environmental, you have to have this kind of programs. And of course, you have to have somebody that is fully responsible and has the authority to give commands to the other areas. The first criteria was to reduce impact and minimize the fragmentation of the present ecosystems. And the solution was that we consolidate the infrastructure and locate it in areas of lesser environmental value, and I show it to you, those ones. The next criteria is conserve critical ecosystems and environmental units. And the solution for that is reduce impact on mangrove areas and avoid affecting the dunes.